You know what would be great to see someday is, like, let's get a comic book accurate Wolverine and Sabretooth dynamic.
That I'm in for,
Right?
yes.
It's his birthday. People are dead.
Yeah.
He's got a little girl in the closet he's going to eat later.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we focus a little on the next star of the X-Men movie.
Okay.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
All right, now I don't even want to say what I wanted to say. I just want to move
The
on.
central focus of that film.
All right.
I'm just saying, it's Sabretooth, Doctor Doom, Lex Luthor, Reverse Flash, Mount Rushmore of haters. Like,
That's true.
That's the 4.
Welcome everybody to the room upstairs. My name is Bird and I'm here with all 4 hosts. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
4 of us.
Yeah, the tall being, one of the 4.
That's his show.
Oh! Oh!
I beat him to it.
All right. Hayden. I don't know who. Stop.
Yeah, what's going on? This is the podcast where we battle out movies. Today we got a good battle.
Oh.
I'm pretty excited about this one. We're doing a 3-way battle with Superman 1978, Man of Steel from 2013, and, of course, the newest Superman 2025. So we've got a bunch of categories. We've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about with these movies. Compare them.
A lot of hot takes.
Hopefully not hate too much.
No.
We're not trying to hate too much.
Listen.
I'm trying to crap all over one of them.
All right. Disclaimer.
He's trying to hate some.
Disclaimer here. Bird's gonna say some out of pocket stuff. He's gonna have some hot takes. You guys leave him alone. All right. This is just his opinion.
Thanks.
I got your back, man.
Hey,
I get no defense.
likewise for you.
Well, you're just usually right, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, man.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So we'll get into that in
You
a little bit.
You don't need anyone protecting you. You're usually right. I'm worried about Bird. All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Before we do, follow us on the socials. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. If you're listening, follow and find us on the socials. We can chat some more about all these things that you're going to hear now. Anything that you want to bring up, you can bring it up. We want to talk about whatever movies and shows that you like.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about the stuff we
Do
like,
messages,
of course.
man.
That's
I'll
right.
give you Bird's address.
Whatever.
Like, you can come visit us
You
on
can
the
have
podcast.
P.O. box. That's fine.
Yeah.
The Room Upstairs podcast. Find us on the socials. And then we'll start off with our Conan update. All right.
Anything?
No King Conan yet.
Dang.
Still no.
Yeah,
Waiting
so
3 years.
2025.
We still have our fingers crossed for King Conan to happen.
Yeah.
But Red Sonja is happening, and the trailer is out for any fans of Red Sonja, which we can battle that movie too, because there's an original Red Sonja movie with Bridget Nielsen,
We could, yeah, technically.
and now they've got the remake coming out. So
It'd be really funny if we battled that and never do Conan.
never do Conan. Oh man, I don't know, that would be funny, but
No, that'd be funny.
Hey,
because I
Hollywood
I love
hates us
Conan.
here. Hollywood hates us.
Yeah.
We're not sellouts. So
That's right.
They won't give us what we want. which is Conan.
integrity in our journalism.
I still think if He-Man does good, it might pique some interest.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, hopefully it does. I mean, I'm looking.
They'll be like, man, people want more barbarian stuff because that's normally what happens.
That's right.
That's
how we got.
If a movie about cars does good, then they'll do another movie about cars. Then
Yeah, but you know what would happen, right?
What?
Instead of getting Conan, we get like Beastmaster 3 or something.
Oh, don't do
Well,
that.
Aren't they doing a Beastmaster?
I don't know.
Are they?
No, it's Highlander. They're redoing Highlander.
They do that every couple of years, though.
Yeah.
They'll have like a sci-fi channel series or something.
Yeah.
There can only be one, but there's 1,000. Okay, so it's like
There can be only one.
And of course, The Running Man is coming out.
yeah, that trailer actually looked pretty dope.
We'll come up with a battle for Red Sonja and for The Running Man,
Yeah,
and eventually Conan.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't let us down, guys.
But
Okay.
we will do Conan, and
Yeah.
we are going to battle Superman starting
right now.
now. All right? We good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do Superman battle.
Right.
I'll get started with the tail of the tape.
You got it,
Yeah.
man.
We got a
And
lot
then-
to go through. So
And then we'll
A
get
lot of tape.
we'll get some general
feelings.
general feelings about Superman. So
1978, Richard Donner decides to make a movie. Actually, he would have made it before that, because it takes a long time to make a movie. It was released in 78. But it stars the late Christopher Reeve
Is he just doing it?
as
All right, yeah.
Superman / Clark Kent. And that one lady that really annoys Joe as Lois Lane. What's her name?
Margot Kidder.
Margot Kidder, yeah. Gene Hackman as
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor. And Richard Pryor's not in this one.
No. The music by?
Music by John Williams.
That's right.
And then we've got the Man of Steel, which came out in 2013. And
Good memory.
oh my goodness, what a gem. Right? Starring Henry Cavill as Superman himself. I'm sorry, the Man of Steel himself. And Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Michael Shannon. Okay,
Yeah,
I got some things to say about Michael Shannon.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah.
I like
You'll see him and you'll go, hey, he's in this? Anyways.
And the music was done.
Oh, yeah.
Hans Zimmer. Man.
Music, Zimmer. Zimmerman.
Yeah.
2025 Superman, directed by James Watch Me Do It Gunn. Starring David Corenswet as Superman and Clark Kent. Rachel as Lois Lane. The wonderful Nicholas Hoult, the Beast himself, playing Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And
Music by John Murphy.
music by John Murphy.
And David Fleming.
And David Fleming.
We don't talk about David Fleming.
I think we should. I really liked it.
And that is the tale of the tape.
Thank you, Joe,
Yeah.
for
Good job.
showing restraint.
I feel like I dropped the ball when we did the introduction. You know, Bird was like, "I really don't want to do it," and we were like, "Nah, Bird, you."
I want to
Stuck
commend you for your restraint. Talking about the 2013 Man of Steel.
It's not time yet. That's
It's
why.
not time, but he has already had
Saving
some
it.
off-camera
So
rants.
what's gonna happen is you're just gonna have to give me 2 minutes, and you're gonna have to like zoom in on me,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna crap all over it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my phone out to the notes that I don't usually keep.
We'll
This is
we'll
it.
What I
do
have
that. Well, we'll find a time to do that. I'm not sure when, but we'll find a
That'd be
time.
the cold open.
That's how we'll get people to watch the episode.
Right, right.
It's like if you hated Man of
We-
Steel,
We
stay
know
tuned.
who's not going to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate messages.
Okay,
Henry
so let's
Cavill is a golden god.
Yeah.
let's start with you,
No, that's Dennis.
because we've been doing the most talking so far. You've been doing the least. So give your general thoughts on just Superman as a whole.
In general, okay. So I was not a fan of Superman per se before we started doing stuff for this episode. I was excited for the new movie.
Something wrong with that boy.
I know. I was excited for the new movie, but I've never watched like a whole lot of Superman content really, or any sort of like.
Did you read any comics in preparation for this?
No,
What a worthless
I know.
waste of space.
I'm aware.
We're battling movies though, not like
You gotta come prepared.
Not people.
yeah, but like
Listen,
you
this
guys always give me a hard time because I come in with comic book knowledge.
hey, it's going to be really
And-
important on this one. And we do give you a hard time, but that's because we love you.
Okay.
Yeah. So coming into this, all the preparation for the episode, I was moderately excited, I guess, to
Mhm.
do it. I have not seen Man of Steel in like 10 years, so that was an interesting watch.
Boy, was he in for a treat.
I think I saw the original Superman movie in a close to equal amount of time before
Probably
doing
less.
this. Yeah.
Or more.
And I'm coming away from the episode wholeheartedly a Superman fan. I'm absolutely going to be purchasing comics at some point, and
got
been
some-
blasting
got
the
some
John
picks for you.
Williams theme for like 2 weeks solid now.
Blast
So
those picks to the whole group.
Yeah.
that is my
I
opinion
got some
on
good
Superman.
Superman
All
picks.
right. Hayden, go ahead.
So I was probably more of a fan than Tall Being. I have some Superman like merch, but I've always been more of a fan of like the Justice League that he's a part of.
Mhm.
Like, love the animated shows. Wasn't a huge fan of live action, which we'll get into that. But one thing I gotta say, kind of what Tall Being said, after this movie, I got to go watch it twice.
Lucky.
I'm into this whole Superman thing, like to the
I'm
point.
into the Superman thing.
Well, just like hope, wanting to be better, wanting to be nicer, and I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it before it comes out. I care more now about Superman than I even care about like Captain America.
Or Green Lantern.
No, I'm not gonna say that. Hey, shut up.
I'm not going that far.
But no, I care more about what he stands for, and I feel like it's a better thing for me to look for and look toward than even Captain America now. And it's crazy because it's like, yeah, I watched the old movies when I was a kid. When Man of Steel came out, I watched it. And, like, none of that resonated with me. None of that made me want to be better. Like, none of that. This movie, I mean, every single day it's talked about around me. It's mentioned. I think about it. It's, like, I have students that are wanting to talk about it. I have, like, it's just... You know, it's been a really positive light in my life with everything that's going on in my life personally right now. It has been a great thing to have, and so I mean, yeah, I get why Superman's cool. Like I get it, man. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go next. I grew up with Superman. So Superman was always my favorite. Didn't read the comics though. Not a comic guy.
You couldn't read back
He
then.
doesn't know how to read still.
You don't need to read comics. Just flip through the panels.
Look at the pictures.
Yeah, you get the
it's
gist.
a picture book. Yeah,
You get the gist.
but the movies I grew up. I think I don't remember if it was. I think it was The Quest for Peace is actually the first Superman movie I saw.
Which one is that?
4. And then I went back and watched everything else and watched the cartoons. I remember watching the Max Fleischer cartoons.
Yeah.
Those were awesome. I had a lunchbox, and I don't remember what happened to my lunchbox, but I was really sad, and then I ended up getting a new one.
That one's dope.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, that's pretty good.
Pretty good condition.
Like new artwork and stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had that back when you were a
No,
kid?
unfortunately, that's not
Okay.
an original,
Yeah.
but I
was
have
like,
had that
dude,
one.
you've taken care of that thing.
I've had that one for quite a while.
Yeah.
It was before, so over 25 years I've had that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had one of those metal ones, and I loved it. Took it to school and everything. Superman was my guy. So I watched, like, my parents would watch it.
Yeah.
The Dean Cain, like, they'd watch the Dean Cain. I'd
Oh,
go in there and
wow.
watch with them. Yeah.
I'm picturing you, like, running around with a towel tied around
I
your neck.
had a towel.
Jumping off and stuff.
I had the jamas. I had with the little Velcro that you could put on.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You were so cool.
I had the towel.
Do they make those for adults?
Yeah, they do.
Bro,
Yeah, they
you
do.
get your parents.
I like the Christopher Reeves movies. Christopher Reeve. It's Christopher Reeve.
Mhm.
I mean, we know what you're talking about.
When Man of Steel came out, I liked that movie also. And then, of course, this movie, I was like, let's go watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this battle. Joe,
Bro,
go ahead.
You got me so pumped.
Superman actually saved my life. Like, you know, I'm not going to get into it here, but
You can, though.
I dealt with a slew of abuses as a child, and started to shut down, like, emotionally and mentally. And I remember my dad, like, throwing a comic book at me, and it was Superman. It was actually Action Comics number 650, and I read it, and I was like, I don't know, the hope, the fact that there was someone who was, like, strong and, like, stood for the little people, right, and wanted to protect. That was enough to at least kind of help me, sustain me for a while. That's, like, what got me into comic books and why I like superheroes, and you know, I'll get into some of the things I dislike about where the status of superheroes right now. But until I became a Christian, really kind of sustained my, like, the drive that I had to just keep going, you know. And yeah, same. Like, I watched all the Richard Donner and, like, the early movies, and the Adventure Superman cartoon, and
Tim Daly.
Oh yeah, loved it. And loved the Lois and Clark show. Did not like Man of Steel.
We kind of
You
got
don't say.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
I'll get my 2 minutes eventually.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and I was hopeful for the new one, especially when James Gunn was the one in charge, just because watching how he understands like the essence of the characters that he's working with, right? Like, because like I already liked the Guardians of the Galaxy, that specific crew, spinning out of Annihilation, like the Annihilation storyline, I loved, and saw when they were doing the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I saw that was the group. I was like, these are like D-list characters at best. Like, they better have someone really good helming it. And sure enough, they did. And they were one of the highlights of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think their trilogy holds up better than most.
Yeah.
And so I was looking forward to the movie, but like apprehensive because comic book movies are struggling.
You have to be. Yeah.
And it was phenomenal, and I loved it, and my wife loved it, and I watched it the week it was out, which I don't do a whole lot these days, and I'm jealous of Hayden for getting to watch it twice. And I'm already like I don't typically buy physical media anymore, but I'm buying that bad boy.
Okay, well, we know where your votes are going. So
you do indeed.
Okay, so how we're gonna do it is you've got some categories for us.
Categories.
Heck yeah, you do.
And we'll go through the categories. We'll vote. Each one of us will vote, and then by the end, we'll count it up. You got to keep a good count this time.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to count, man.
And
like I know sometimes it's like it seems like a landslide, but I still want to know like
numbers.
Yeah,
numbers.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with the definitive.
Because what if we get audited?
The definitive Superman. So we're gonna keep it simple at the beginning, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So real simple, like you said. Protagonist. Which movie had the best one?
You're gonna start
in all cases, it is Clark Kent Superman. So don't have to differentiate between that with these. The answer is 2025. I am not going to debate this one, guys. Like, that is the correct answer here. I'm sorry. And I try not to be like super brash about a lot of opinions, but this is the correct answer.
Hey, you're the brashest person.
Listen, what did I say earlier in the episode? How you're right?
I'm always right.
Yeah.
I'm always right.
Okay, so then 2 for 2025.
Bro, yes, dude. That guy on screen, off screen, like, I'm sorry, but when Man of Steel came out, that movie didn't make people want to be better. Like, this movie did.
Okay, but what about 78? You remember that?
Oh, yeah, that was a great year for me. No, I'm just saying, like, I just, what I'm seeing culturally, like, this movie is having an impact. It was very much needed. And so for him to have, like, big shoes to fill, I think he did an amazing job. And kind of, and you
actually, I think Henry Cavill's shoes are kind of small.
Yeah, okay. Well,
he was talking about different shoes.
I'm just going to say it.
If you say Shaq, I will punch you right now.
No, he has now set a standard that I think other actors are going to have to try to hit by embodying a character. And there's going to be a Corenswet scale now where it's like, are they over it? Are they at it? Are they below it?
Are they corn sweating?
Yeah, are they corn sweating right now? But yeah, no, obviously 2025. Like, I'm backing Paul being up. So
I would like to elaborate a little on my point.
Okay.
No, you said it's not even debatable. Moving on.
It's not debatable. It's not debatable, but it is elaboratable.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So this is getting into like Superman-y stuff, right?
Yeah.
Of the character too.
I had a friend named Superman when I was in school.
That's a cool name.
Hispanic dude.
Yeah, Manny. I like it.
Christopher Reeve is a very, very good actor, especially in that movie.
Was.
Hey, R.I.P. man.
Okay, because like highlight scene for me of the original Superman movie is the bit where right after he gets the interview with Lois as Superman, he leaves and then like at the front door is Clark Kent, right? Mm-hmm. And you get to see a visual and voice transformation that Christopher Reeve is doing in the moment between the two personas. That is really cool and something that
he did in real life too. Like he went to a diner as Clark Kent and nobody had a clue that he was Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. It's like it really speaks to just how you carry yourself really changes things. And I think that works really well.
Corenswet did it too. And you can see like his his voice is deeper and stronger as Superman. He's confident, right?
Mhm.
He walks like kind of slouched, like
Yeah,
he had it down too.
I think so too.
You know who didn't? Sorry, it's not my turn yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. On that note, Henry Cavill, I think, is a bad pick for Superman.
Agreed.
I'm saying this especially after having seen other Henry Cavill movies now.
Yeah.
He's amazing in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and I think that's like the perfect kind of character that he's good at playing.
I think he'd have been a fine Batman.
You know, you're not the only person that say that. There's a lot of people that have mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
didn't say Bruce Wayne. I said he'd be a fine Batman.
Yeah.
I remember a long time ago.
Oh, he's pulling it way back.
Yeah.
78.
Yeah, not quite 78, probably 90-ish.
Okay.
They were talking about Batman and making a new Batman.
Okay.
And somebody was
they didn't want Michael Keaton.
no, because he wasn't coming back, so they had to replace him, right? And they were talking about who could be the next Batman. And this dude was like, Elijah Wood can play Batman. Anybody can play Batman because they have a mask on. Bruce Wayne is the one that really matters.
Elijah Wood, though, they said that?
I disagree with
in
that
the
comment
90s?
because have you seen
Tobey Maguire's
George
Spider-Man?
Clooney's Batman? Like
Nipple Batman?
George Clooney fundamentally does not understand like what Batman is, and like went on record, like pretty sure there's a quote out there where he says that he didn't like Batman because he's always so dark and broody. Which, if you know anything about Batman, like that's one of the core tenets of what Batman is. Yeah. And so he wanted it to be more lighthearted and playful. And when you get a lighthearted, playful Batman, it's stupid and it derails the entire franchise.
I mean, you got Adam West in that.
Right, but that was and so we'll get into this later, but I would pose the question in regard to these Batmans we're talking about, and specifically the Superman we got from Henry Cavill. At what point in stripping away or deconstructing the character, whatever you want to call it, do you move so far from the essence of a character that it is no longer the character that you're representing? Because I would submit that Henry Cavill was not Superman.
What is that? The boat that Vision talks about on WandaVision?
The ship of Theseus?
Yeah, it's like that where you keep replacing stuff and whatever.
And eventually it's not the same boat.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like...
Because of movies like Dark Knight and all that, now people have a misconception of Batman even.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so then when the Robert Pattinson Batman came out, everyone was like, well, I don't know. He's too much of a detective. He's too much... It's like...
This is Batman.
That was Batman, though. Like, you're so into the Christopher Nolan Batmans now that you don't even know what Batman is. And so Man of Steel did that as well. Everyone was like, well, that is the Superman. I'm like, because he had muscles? Like, no. Like, so I back you up.
I 100% agree. And this is like my main point that I just want to talk about this whole episode, really.
Bring it home.
Like,
let's do it.
I could talk about the rest of the stuff for 2 minutes, whatever.
Yep.
This is it. Because it is a fundamental misunderstanding in Man of Steel versus both the Christopher Reeve and David Corenswet movies of what Superman is. Because Man of Steel poses him as a savior, and the other two pose him as an inspiration. And how every character interacts with him is completely changed because of that differentiation in how both movies are framing Superman. Man of Steel makes it a point for the human side of his parentage to be like, maybe don't do Superman stuff.
Even worse, like sometimes I'm convinced that the dad in that was trying to make him a super villain. Because he's like, maybe next time let the kids die.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so Kevin Costner?
Yeah, man.
It's not your time, son.
He's like,
no.
When he's giving him that speech when he's a little older, he's like, you know, the things that you do determine what kind of man you're going to be. Like, I'm convinced that he was like,
he was the villain.
Disappear them, son. Right?
Yeah.
You just throw them into the sun, right? Nobody will ever find them. You'll be scot-free.
He would have been proud of him for snapping Zod's
I mean, because
neck.
he did say, I kind of wanted you to hit him too.
Yeah.
Full strength, son. Full strength.
Yeah.
Put your back into it.
Kill him. Just kill him.
Just all he had to do was say, run, dash.
But
yeah, so my point essentially is that I don't mind there being a savior aspect to Superman.
Yeah.
But because of the combination of his human dad is saying, no, let them kids die.
Yeah.
And a heavy focus on his Kryptonian dad being the one to be like, no, you are better than all of the humans.
Yeah.
Only you can go save them. It now disconnects this human element from Superman.
Yeah.
I would build on that and say even worse. Like, you get those threads, but those threads are never connected to anything that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, he never like embraces his dad's teaching or rejects it. He never embraces or rejects the expectations of Jor-El. Like, they drop all these things and they have like cool sounding lines.
Yeah.
But that's one of the problems I have with Zack Snyder is like it's all show and no substance.
Yeah.
Right? And like you have all these things that they're like trying to make they're trying to make it seem like this is like a big, and you're right, they did touch on the God thing, like, which in the comics like has been played up from time to time. Like especially the big three or like the main 7 characters of the Justice League like are godlike, and it's
more of a pantheon, yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons, it's one of the ways they distinguish themselves from Marvel, right? Because while Marvel does have characters who are like gods in certain religions or whatever, like they have a pantheon, and they do like their powers do make them way beyond anybody else, even some of the other superheroes. And so the question comes up like, what do you do in this kind of world? And the problem is like you spend so little time, and all those plot threads are so disconnected from anything else that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
That by the end of it, like, who cares?
Yeah.
They get into a big fist fight, and they're like, he has no regard for life. Like, it's crazy to me that with the Batman versus Superman, that they show Metropolis was devastated, bro. Like, I don't know how anybody's living there, right? And it's interesting to me that they would show that, because like they just are punching each other and it looks real cool, right?
But you don't get anything from it.
Well, yeah, and even like, so it's all over and it's at the end and they're like, you know, I think he's like talking to Lois or somebody, like, and they try to go lighthearted and you're like, this doesn't fit any of the rest of this movie.
Yeah,
it's so disconnected and discombobulated, I think.
Yeah.
From like, and that's one of the major problems with the movie. Like, it is, and you know, I mentioned this as we were coming in. Like, it's called Man of Steel. Why?
Yeah.
Do they just not want to say Superman? Like, they never call him the Man of Steel in the movie, right? Like,
I mean, they never call him Superman in the movie.
They never. Yeah, we don't ever see him like proving that he's the Man of Steel. Like, they don't have like as much as you can critique, and you can critique the Batman, like the Dark Knight ones by Nolan. But like, Batman Begins is about how Batman Begins, right? Batman, yeah. The Dark Knight, like, you get that line at the end, like he becomes the Dark Knight, right? And then at the end, the Dark Knight rises out of that cave.
He gets out of that hole, dude.
Out of that hole.
Bro, there was a hole, he got out of it.
He got out of it. But the Man of Steel, just, it's such a mess. And again, like, I know there are people who love what Zack Snyder does, and I can appreciate it. Like, you know, each person has their own thing. But I don't think I've seen a single movie, and I'm going to include 300 in this. Like, I enjoyed 300 to watch it, but like at the end of it, I'm like, I don't ever have to watch that movie again, because there's no substance whatsoever. It doesn't even like capture the fun, I think, that you could have with a story like that, because everything is so serious, so dark, and we have all these slow-mo shots of everything. Like,
it's funny that you bring that up, because you're talking about like Zack Snyder movies with substance. My immediate thought is Dawn of the Dead. Do you know who helped him write that? James Gunn.
Yeah.
Like, as I'm sitting here, I'm like, yeah, but Dawn of the Dead was. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's James Gunn.
He had someone
saved that
who
movie.
Understood storytelling and character development. Yeah, and like,
dude, I was about to be like, well, actually, Joe, and then. Okay. No. Yeah. All right.
That's another point for 2025.
Yeah.
All right, so
I do want to build off of some of that, but I'll get to that kind of when we get to the script and pacing stuff, like writing, because I don't think that Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is actually incredibly badly written.
Hey,
as we've been talking about.
Not a hot take in this room.
Yeah. No.
Sorry. Bro.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
Henry Cavill's Superman is posed as a savior that is completely disconnected from everybody else. And I don't mind, like how we've talked about, that does come up in the comics. That is an aspect of the character. When he is literally based on a messiah figure, yes, of course it's going to come up.
The word is messianic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I think it works so much better when you have, well, partially just because this is how stories work. Stories are about character and theme, and so you need interactions for it to even, like, you to become invested in it.
No.
Having him be detached from everyone the entire movie does not get you invested in the movie, which is where we get scenes like in the new Superman, the interview with Lois Lane, which is my favorite scene in the movie.
It's a good scene.
You get him interacting with the Justice Gang. You get him...
Oh, dude.
Saving that squirrel.
Guy Gardner getting in his face.
Yeah.
Like, I love... Like, yeah, it's just all this stuff, man.
You constantly see at every turn how Superman's actions affect the people around him, and it causes him to become, and you see it with Kid raising the flag. He's an inspiration to everyone, and that is a perfect recognition of what he stands for, not just in world, but in our world.
And then you
what
get
his symbol is.
And then you finally get that emotion at the end.
Yeah.
When he tells Lex, he's like, I'm more human than you want to even admit. He has that like end rant.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I have fears. I have like frustrations. I have, and it's
miss
like
that.
everything that you've already witnessed that whole movie leads to this moment where he's like, and I'm still going to do the right thing.
Yeah. And what props all that up, right, is, I don't know if you've seen it, because the media for it is everywhere, right? Like, there was an interview that was done with Corenswet and Gunn together, and they were talking about the way that Superman looks, and Gunn was like, yeah, I was trying really hard to figure out how to get the trunks, right? Because they didn't go trunks in Man of Steel, and he's like, I know they look dumb. And he's like, in every screening we did, or every test we did, I was like, they just don't look good, right? Like, maybe we're going to have to go without them. And it was Corenswet who was like, no, we got to keep them, right?
Yeah.
And he explained it. He understands the character. He was like, it's not because they look cool. It's because he's a goofball. It's because he's one of his nicknames is the Big Blue Boy Scout. Like, he's
fun.
He looks like colorful and approachable, and he's warm. And people
smile.
People,
he's not just yelling and crying.
People feel safe around him, and they want to be near him. Because of all those things. And Man of Steel was like, nah, we're just gonna throw him through some buildings and destroy an entire city. And his dad's gonna encourage him to kill a bus full of kids, right? Like, I'm sorry, man.
That's not Superman.
And that's why I asked that question. Like, at what point do you veer so far from the source that it's not really the character that you're trying to represent anymore? Right.
All right.
So my vote goes for Henry Cavill and Man of Steel.
Nice.
I'm just very clear who I vote for.
Yeah. Bird.
You want to finish us off?
Yeah.
Bring it home.
All right. So, Man of Steel. So, okay. So I'm glad that we talked about all this stuff because I think it's important to lay out the story for each of the characters to really pick which one is the better protagonist. So I'm going to read this real fast. I put it up on one of our socials and somebody responded and just kind of see what you guys think. So
I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
No, not calling.
Hey,
no, it's not a call.
Don't read his name for safety reasons in case it's a hot take.
Well,
I don't want people to bully this guy.
They can look at the
or her, or her,
and they'll find and
him or her.
It was a girl.
It was.
So I asked, what's the favorite Superman? Favorite part or whatever. Answer was
Kal-El. No.
One
Sorry.
One wore the cape with charm, one with rage, one with hope. Each brought something to the cape. Charisma, power, purity. But only one made the world believe a man could fly. Christopher Reeve didn't play Superman. He was Superman. The heartbeat, the legacy, the myth.
All right, good.
And then
Who is that?
Now I can say the name.
Well, because it's a good thing. Like, I feel like they should get rewarded for that. Get like a shout out.
I mean, they didn't crap on Man of Steel enough, so
no. Positivity. Give him a shout out.
They were going Christopher Reeve.
Give him a shout out.
I said I'm curious about what the younger generation would think.
Okay.
Because obviously they didn't grow up with that Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
And then she went on and said, what did she say? Every generation gets their Superman, but the bar Reeve set wasn't just cinematic. It was spiritual. If the new one captures even a fraction of that essence, we're in for something special. So apparently she hasn't seen the new one yet.
It's all right.
That's why I go Corenswet, Reeve, Joe from Wings,
Dean Cain,
Tyler
Hoechlin.
We can go all the way down, and then
Nicolas
eventually,
Cage.
Tim Daly.
Nicolas Cage,
was
his
Joe
cameo.
Huh?
Tim Daly's Joe from Wings.
Oh.
And then eventually we'll get to
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I think he's really cool, really fun. Just poorly cast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Poorly cast and very poorly directed, which another thing we'll get to later.
We will, yeah.
So-
'Cause there's a whole bunch of other problems with Man of Steel.
So that was Donna Bling. So thank you for that response.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Donna.
Yeah,
That was
good
actually
answer.
wonderful.
You
Good
should
answer.
definitely go watch the new movie. I think you can see that.
Donna is actually super correct, like, because that's the bar, right?
Mhm.
That's the bar we're going to have to, like, that's why the Brandon Routh one failed so hard, right? Because
he wasn't.
I understand what they were doing. They were trying to deconstruct what it means to be You can
Yeah.
deconstruct all you want. It's just Superman is a beacon of hope.
Yeah.
Right? And this movie really captures that.
I-
The new one.
I think this movie raised that bar. You know,
Ooh.
like Christopher Reeves placed it there,
Mhm.
right? Like,
So we're getting something special, is what you're saying.
huh?
We're getting something special.
Yeah.
I've heard
Like-
some people say that this is our 2008 Iron Man for the DC.
That's
I
I want that because we kind of already talked about it off camera. Like Marvel has been wishy washy the last 5-6 years.
I think
I-
they've been pishy-poshy.
I think if DC can start making a run, then it's gonna revitalize superhero culture. I think no one's gonna talk about superhero fatigue, which it doesn't exist. It's just bad content, and so I think but
and it should challenge Marvel to raise their own bar.
Yeah.
Right?
But we can't forget the Donner movie, and so I'm glad she said that because I feel like the 2025 one is definitely a closer remake of the Donner 78 movie because Man of Steel is way different.
Yeah.
I mean, Christopher Reeve and David Corenswet would hang out together, like they were tight, like
He'd be
I like it.
He'd be like, grandson.
Yeah, he would be like, hey, take care of him, like.
So is your vote legit for Man of Steel?
No,
No, he just wanted to give this lady a vote.
Yeah. I had just grabbed the movie. It was right here. So I haven't actually voted
The
yet.
new one hasn't came out yet, so he doesn't know.
Drum roll.
Right.
Drum roll.
I'm really am torn with the Donner and the new one.
Those are the two good
The
ones.
gun.
Yeah.
The only two that matter.
And the only reason I don't go for Man of Steel is for what we've been saying, right? Like I actually liked Cavill as Superman, and I
just knew there was
I didn't-
something I didn't like about you.
yeah, I didn't have a problem with this take, right?
He's
The
paid.
the whole idea of Man of Steel was for him to be a different Superman.
Yeah.
But like you guys were saying is
He's not
they
Superman.
might have veered too much
Yeah.
to one way or the other to lose that essence of hope.
It's like when
that
you were
he
like,
has.
you're like, oh, I'm going. I'm gonna be in with some guys. Are gonna go hit up some golf, and then you're like, this is putt golf, bro. Right? It's not even
It's
the
not the
same
same
thing. No,
Yeah, it's close because you got clubs and there's a little ball that you hit.
it's
on
got the
on
right
ball.
words in it.
Yeah.
Like playing Wii Sports.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I'm gonna go golfing, and you're just
in.
in your living room, and it's like, all right.
Yeah. So that's why I can't vote for it as even if I just take like the general idea of a protagonist and what they should do in a movie.
Mm.
I think it was done better in both the other movies.
Yeah.
Like they were better protagonists.
But which one?
Yeah. So which one is the question?
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not an easy answer.
It's not easy.
Because I love, like I said, I grew up watching Christopher Reeve. Like I watched all of them, including the fourth one.
Yeah.
Okay, like, and man, when that son dude scratched his neck, I was like, oh no.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like
That hurt.
Yeah, I was invested, but you know,
remember
I don't
that
know,
part?
just
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Because there
You remember
was
the neck scratch?
there was parts of the 78 version that I just didn't like. Stuff that happened with Superman or stuff that he did that I was like, that was boring, or
Like his share
that was-
moment.
huh?
The share moment.
the share moment.
Yeah, his share moment. If I could turn back.
Oh yeah, that was wild. That was
Because like, here's the deal. I know how you can fix that scene, but I'm not going to talk about it.
wild.
Good. We're still on the first category.
Yes,
we do
we
need
are.
to boogie along.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
You need a boogie along.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll throw it. Okay, I'll say 2025 is my pick for protagonist.
I already put that down.
I think overall,
Makes sense.
he secretly voted for me. Okay.
I mean, we
Hey,
knew where
so-
you were going. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't want, you
I
couldn't
didn't.
pick this because you'd get bullied.
No, I didn't. He's
You
a
get-
wild card, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I'll say I agree on just as a protagonist, 2025 is better because I just think his conflict is the most
Yeah.
interesting
Right.
out of the three. Like he's
Yeah.
got things coming at him from every angle, so it's just inherently more interesting.
And they're just bouncing off of him.
Plus
Yeah.
that dog.
Plus that dog.
Plus-
You got that dog with him.
He's got that dog.
Keep it
in
that
him.
dog.
Yeah.
Keep it that dog.
Let's do
All right.
these. Keep doing dog stuff like
All right, yeah, all right. Second category.
Second category. I think we all saw it coming. Antagonists.
All right.
We're
This
gonna
one
go.
is Man of Steel for sure.
I'm not going to discount because look at what's his name. He's
Michael
like
Shannon?
Michael Shannon is the ray of light in that movie. Like he's a good bad guy. He gets it, man. Right?
Yeah.
The writing was still god awful, but he gets it. Like
He's going for it.
Yeah, he's going for it, and he's eating up every scene that he's in. I just don't think that he. I'm not going to say that he's better than Hackman because Hackman's really good, but Hackman is going for like
He feels like he's in a different movie every scene that he's in.
yeah. Hackman and it is a bit confusing. I do enjoy the consistency of the 2025, and I like that they gave us a Lex Luthor that is actually brilliant. Like, I know we're not talking about Batman vs. Superman and how awful Jesse Eisenberg is and how he says things that are supposed to sound smart, but really he's never done anything smart in the movies. And the only reason he's even alive is because Superman stopped Doomsday from punching him in the face. But
Beside the point.
Tell us how you really
aside from all that stuff,
Yeah.
I'm going to go get his 2020. I don't even know why I chimed in.
So
guys
you
know
give it to Nicholas Holt? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
Holt,
Okay.
Holt wins.
Yeah.
That Lex Luthor.
All right.
Okay.
Check
Right.
back out for a while.
Yeah, no, I like the Nicholas Holt Lex Luthor. He was great. He was also a little over the top in some scenes.
Like when he pushed over that cup.
Oh gosh, that was so funny.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
Pick that up. Pick it up again.
Yeah, that was hilarious to me.
I
But it was
prefer
over the
when
top.
I prefer when he's drinking the coffee. He's like, "What dog?"
Yeah. He just mumbles it.
Yeah.
That was
That's a
good.
case
I mean, he had some great scenes, of course. His motivation was just pure pettiness.
The Russian roulette scene was hilarious and awful. Like I know that was like really.
dude.
So I wasn't expecting you to go that fast.
Yeah.
He's so callous towards humanity, which is what makes him a good foil for this Superman,
Yeah.
who is not callous towards humanity at all, and why Man of Steel sucked.
Okay, so Bird.
But Michael Shannon though did not.
Michael Shannon was phenomenal.
as an antagonist. He was there
Supergirl would never
antagonizing
beat him.
every step of the way. He was antagonizing.
Mhm.
So I think he's definitely in the running for a good antagonist. 2025 had the Engineer, Ultraman.
We're
Lex
talking
Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. We're not talking.
We're talking
pawns.
specifically Lex.
Lex.
We're
Sexy
not talking
Lexi.
pawns.
Sexy Lexi.
And
You watch
which-
the Robot Chicken?
by the way, Otis in 2025. You know what his last name is?
What?
Otis in the 2025 version. Do you know what his last name is?
It's the country or whatever that's referenced in.
What does he
78.
say? Otisburg.
Yeah.
Otisburg.
Yeah.
That's his name is
That's his last
Otis
name.
Berg
Yeah.
That's
in the 2025 version. I thought that was really funny.
I thought it was funny too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Man of Steel. I'm going Man of
Michael
Steel.
Shannon.
Michael Shannon.
Just to give it a point.
Yeah, 2025, man. Come on, let's
All
go.
right. What's
do
yours?
I'm actually going to agree with you.
Wow.
So, and this is not because the other ones were bad. This
Right.
isn't one of those picks for me. I really love Michael Shannon's Zod.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He's good.
I mean, so good. Like, I mean, right out of the gate, he's like, I'm going to find him. I will find him. And they're just like all like tying him up, whatever, put him in the pod. And he's just yelling. He's like, I will find him.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, he finds him, man. And it's like, I mean, the only way to beat him is to kill him. You know, I feel like that's a
You
big.
can go online and you'll find tons and tons of criticisms for Man of Steel. Hardly anybody mentions.
No one touches that one. Yeah.
Michael Shannon.
Yep.
And so, and this might, again, this is just opinion, right? And preference. But I really loved him as Zod. Like,
Yeah.
it was great. I am happy with Nicholas Holt's Lex.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know.
excited to see what comes out of it. But dude,
I like Michael Shannon better in Groundhog Day.
okay.
I'll elaborate a little more once we get to the cast on why I'm going for Michael Shannon. But
Yeah, no, I gotta agree with you. Zod's my pick, so that's 2 for Man
of Steel coming back,
and it might be the only 2 that goes for Man of Steel. But I mean, I would love to watch David Corenswet fight Michael Shannon. Like that'd be a cool like the contrast between them, like that Superman and Zod. It would be very interesting.
I see it.
All right, what's yours?
Nicholas Hoult.
There you go. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, we all knew it was coming.
There's only not a wrong answer.
Yeah, I think Michael Shannon is fine. Like, I didn't personally get anything out of that performance or that character. It's like, he is the best part of the movie for sure.
Not Kevin Costner.
No, not Kevin Costner.
He didn't even interact with me.
Have we been able to answer? Yeah, Kevin Costner is the best part of this movie to any of the movies we've seen.
Oh, that's true. Robin Hood was also not the best part of Robin Hood.
Guys, until they remake Waterworld, we're never going to get to that point. But
I'm just saying, Dennis Hopper's in that, so.
A wild Dennis Hopper too.
Yeah. But again, same thing with Gene Hackman. Like, he feels like he's in a different movie every scene he's in. So when he finally does interact with Superman, it feels real weird. It's like, these two should not be in a room together. Yeah. Whereas you get a scene where Nicholas Hoult and David Corenswet are finally in a room together, and you're like, finally, I can't believe we haven't gotten to this point yet.
Yeah, I love that twice in the same day. Like when they like, I love it.
Yeah, like I love how over the top he is. I think it fits with this world the same way that like all of the campiness
Justice Gang does.
Yeah, the same way that like the campiness of the 1978 movie works with that movie. Yeah. I think that works here too. Mm-hmm. Like you can just sell a more over the top performance based on everything that's happening. That's just how James Gunn rolls. He's always been like that, it seems. Yeah. So I really like that. I just think, Russian roulette scene is hilarious and morbid, and it's a perfect showcasing of Lex Luthor as a character in this movie. And I love what you're talking about with how he is a perfect in general, like it's obviously what the character is built for, and this movie understands that perfectly. Is he's supposed to be the polar opposite of Superman. Yeah. He is by most standards what we would consider like a top human person. He's rich and famous and can do whatever he wants. Yeah.
An actual genius. Not the because like he 1,200 attacks, right? Yeah. And he studied Superman for 3 years and could whoop him in a fight.
Not even there.
By proxy. Right? Yeah. Like that is genius.
Yeah.
1A!
The fact that you get him like spinning multiple plates through the movie, multiple plots that aren't necessarily connected, but every time one fails, it's like, oh, it's fine. I got 3 more in the oven. Yeah. Like that is some genius stuff.
To the point where they were like, hey, this whole plan was just so you could have your own like country. He's like, no, that was the distraction so I could kill Superman. You.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, flip, man.
He is a top tier hater.
Yeah.
Like that is his power, is that he hates Superman.
He did teach me that I need to be more hateful to my enemies. And like step in.
Raise that level.
Yeah. That's the thing I love that's coming out of this. Because it's people either being like, oh, I'm going to be more hope inspired. Or people being like, I could be hating.
Bro, I am not hating at the levels I should be.
This is like reverse Flash levels of hatred. Yeah. I have not seen anything like this. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I take extreme focus to harness my powers like Michael Shannon did when he learned how to fly,
control his yellow sun powers.
Yeah.
All that to say, yes, love Lex Luthor in this movie. Him losing because he doesn't trust or believe in anyone around him, and Superman consistently winning because he loves
his
people.
Own hubris.
Yeah.
I mean, just meets Metamorpho, and he's like, we're going to be good friends, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to save your son. I know you tried to kill me, but I'm going to save your son. You know, like, yeah.
I know you don't want to kill me.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah,
category
Lex
3.
Luthor.
That's a good segue into Category 3.
Yeah, Category 3, supporting cast.
Start us off, Tall Being.
Can I interject here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I tried giving it to you. I really tried to give you time to talk.
He's got
I'm
something
really
to say.
sorry.
He's got something to say. So
There was zero, and I repeat, zero chemistry between Henry Cavill
Facts.
and Amy Adams or anybody else in the cast. Right? When the only person you have chemistry with is the guy that is trying to kill you, like that's a problem. Now, I love the original. Like that cast is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's so well casted. But what makes the 2025 one like stand out is that ensemble cast is so magnificent. Like
Yeah. There's not a weak link in that cast.
no, and when you get moments like the Mr. Terrific, like I'm gosh darn Mr. Terrific, right? Like I can't say it here.
You can say it, we just have to bleep
Or
it out.
the Guy Gardner, like with the
fingers.
constructs coming out of there,
Yeah.
like those moments are cool and they pay off because you've seen them interact with other people. You have gotten enough time with them for that to be a cool moment, right? And it only works because like David Corenswet, like they say, like James Gunn says, like the reason he cast the two leads that he cast as Superman and Lois Lane is because they had charisma together. Like they had something there, and like every one of the people, like you can see that they enjoy being around each other. They enjoy being in each other's presence, like, and that ensemble like works well because those people are like having fun making a movie, right? And I'm not saying that the other movies may not have had that, but you have to have like, if you're going to have a supporting cast, it should support.
Yeah.
Right. It should prop up what was going on, and that's just not the case for Man of Steel. It is the case for the Donner, and I again love it. It's just that we I think Bird said like each generation has their Superman. Like that Superman was wonderful for that generation. But we, in a time that is like so bleak and every day, like the news gets worse and worse and it just feels so oppressively awful. Like to have something come out that does inspire hope, that does make you want to be a better person. And not like, I would say not even just because Superman, like how many people are going to come at me and be like, my favorite superhero is Mr. Terrific now, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've got so many
or there were so many people
Yeah.
who when they saw the preview, they were like, that guy looks stupid, and are going to come out and be like, all right, Guy Gardner, low key is amazing, right? Regardless of the hair, right? Jimmy Olsen, a thug, right?
We love Jimmy Olsen,
bro. Jimmy,
and a Lois Lane that actually works and is a Lois Lane is like about business and gives it to Superman.
Lois Lane, who I think is on equal footing with the Superman and Lex Luthor
Absolutely.
for the best character of the
even
movie.
down to the guy who's like, well, why don't I have a seat, right? Like, there are so many ways that cast worked, and it was clearly put together to prop up and to push along the essential parts of the Superman mythos and the story.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know how I'm gonna vote though.
Fair.
I'm just kidding. You have my votes for everything else. I don't know why.
all right, Bird.
So I think that
He's holding it up.
I think the cast explains everything about Man of Steel, right? Because all these names from the main characters to the supporting characters: Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, Lawrence Fishburne, and Russell Crowe.
Not even to mention the guy that I can't remember his name, but he's in Penguin.
Yeah,
But
yeah, the lawyer
Colin
guy.
Farrell?
no, not Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
No, not Colin
The
Farrell.
lawyer guy.
Yeah.
So all these names, but they didn't work well together.
No.
And that's what we've been saying about Man of Steel this whole time is, it's got great moments. It's got cool stuff going on.
Yeah,
It's hype moments and aura.
yeah. It makes for a good trailer, and that's it.
Right.
That's true.
Not a good movie.
The hard part for me is the trailer was deceiving. The trailer tricked us. So you go expecting what you see in the trailer, because the trailer made it look like it was going to be like a hope-filled Superman, and what you get is this.
Yeah.
Makes me so angry.
So Man of Steel, that's the issue with this movie, and anytime I've seen anybody say like, "Oh, Man of Steel is the best Superman," that's cool if you think that, but I've never seen an actual reason other than
cool.
people like Superman's the best like Man of Steel's the best Superman. Okay, that's cool, but why? Like,
can you give me facts and
do
evidence?
you understand anything about coolness?
and it's fine if that's the reason, right? Like, you just think it's cool. That's cool.
We never watched the Dwayne McDuffie cartoon.
They like cod pieces.
But you know, a lot of the things is like, the new one gets beat up. Well, Man of Steel got beat up a lot.
Yeah, man, he got kicked while he was laying on the ground, man.
Superman gets beat up all the time. So again, Man of Steel was not in the running for supporting cast. They just, like you said, they don't mesh well.
Yeah.
I did like Donner cast too.
Yeah, they're great.
But there was some of them that
they're a little disconnected.
Some that I didn't like as much. Margot Kidder, she was great in some parts, but in some parts I didn't like so much.
She's very
shrill. Yeah. Yeah. And some of how that movie was written also, like the poetry part when they're flying. And she's like, "Can you read my mind?" or whatever.
Yeah, that scene
like,
I could have cut. You could have cut this.
That you could have definitely got rid of that.
You could have had another scene of him like stopping a robbery.
You could have played A Whole New World instead, and that would have been awesome.
That song didn't exist yet.
Way up here, it's crystal clear.
Yeah,
everything is to Superman.
That's true.
But I really liked the Jimmy in that movie. I really liked Perry White in that movie.
I didn't.
You didn't like Perry White?
No, he was white.
Perry White.
That's so dumb, man.
This was
white actors always getting the roles, man.
Late 70s. It was a different time. So anyway, my vote is 2025. I love the cast there. Rachel Brosnahan was
the weirdest thing you've said today.
That was the weirdest thing I've said today.
To me, she was probably the best.
She's great.
Casting of the whole movie.
I agree.
Yeah,
So
what'd you say?
Besides maybe Nathan Fillion.
Sorry, I think I zoned out. Like what?
You must have. Rachel Brosnahan was the best casting.
I didn't even count him because it's a
over David Corenswet.
Yes, over David Corenswet. I think she nailed her role the best. And I mean, David Corenswet was great.
Aside from Guy Gardner.
I don't know if I can say that, but I will say she is the best Lois Lane I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, and because they worked
they worked
well.
Deschanel.
Oh my god,
they worked well individually.
She's never been Lois Lane.
Yeah, they worked well individually, but they came together
Yeah.
and supported Superman. So 2025.
And I like that they gave her the classic Lois dilemma, right? Like, do I want to pursue this, or like I got a career, right?
But like in a new way.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
readapting it.
It was fun, and I love Perry White at the end, right? Like, when him and Jimmy are talking, and he's like, "How long has this been going on?" Oh, about 3 months.
Yeah, they all know.
They're reporters, man. Yeah. Like journalistic reporters, of course.
Also, they have eyes. They're not that secretive.
No.
He like goes directly to her. He's like, "You want to go over there? Yeah, let's go over there." Yeah. I wonder why.
No one knows. Well, you want to go, Hayden?
I feel like you guys have taken up most of the talking time, so I'm just gonna say 2025. Like,
okay,
yeah, that's fine.
You'll
go first.
I'm looking at the clock. 2025.
Yeah, and we got 2 minutes to get
for
through.
a lot of great reasons. I mean, there's not a weak character in the bunch, and I feel like that proves that you can take your time and actually do that with casting with movies, and not use excuses like, well, the movie's not about him, or well, that character just didn't fit with, what was going on with the story. It's like, no, that's just actually take your time with it.
And it's not about just big names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's more substance over spectacle.
And not a single character took away from the title character.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of times where if you put so much emphasis on side character, then it's like, well, can we even call this Moon Knight anymore? Can we even call this like?
Thank you.
You focus.
I've been preaching it for years.
You focus so much on side characters to where it's like, okay, like I thought that movie was about Shang-Chi, but all right, like
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, but so the fact that the movie was still Superman heavy, but every person felt like you want them to make it, you want them to be involved, you want to know like what are they doing during this, right? And I think Mr. Terrific is an amazing example of that.
A terrific example?
Yes. Literally, like, he's a playable skin in Fortnite now. And
Gross.
it released right before the movie came out.
Super gross.
And literally, I was like, "Oh, Mr. Terrific!" I was like, "Well, that's kind of cool, I guess." Then after I watched the movie the first time, I was
Gotta
like,
unlock him.
I might buy that skin. Like I was like looking at it, I was like, "Oh man, that's pretty dope!" Like And I mean, there's only one comic book that I ever really cared about Mr. Terrific in, and that was Infinite Crisis. And so for me to leave that movie now, like, oh, dude, I want to see him in more stuff. I want to, like, a comic book didn't do that. A movie did, right? And so this is the first time a movie enhanced a character.
Yeah, fair play.
To outshine a comic book character, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me.
I agree, 2025. All the same reasons. So I'm not going to linger too long on this. Yeah. My one main point I would like to make is just...
Was Cat.
No, it was not Cat. I think with a good supporting cast, they are really good with your main character, right? Every character has great chemistry with Superman in this movie. But we also get multiple scenes in this movie which do not have Superman or Lex Luthor in them. It's just the supporting cast doing stuff on their own. And they rock. The scene with Mr. Terrific and the 5 years' time, everyone loves that scene. Superman isn't even in it. This is a supporting cast that could carry most of the movie on their own.
When Guy Gardner's talking about the glasses, the hypnotizing glasses, hypno glasses. Yeah.
But it's an implied oath.
But all of those scenes don't take away from the title character.
Yeah.
And so it shows that you can give these people their time in the sun, and it doesn't feel forced or overdone. Like, it's like, no, that scene had purpose.
And
then the next time you see them, that team, like that scene had purpose. Like, there's not a single scene where it's like, well, we can cut that, like that wasn't needed. We can condense that for TV. Like, every scene was like, oh, I know why that was in there.
Including, because, James Gunn, after a test screening, removed the squirrel scene.
Yep, no.
And then put it back in.
You know what? No, I want the squirrel.
My wife loved that scene.
Yeah.
It literally showed, like, it. And that's the thing. Everyone was like, well, I just didn't get it. It didn't have to be there. It advocates for why he's like, we don't have to kill the kaiju.
Yeah.
And so for all the people that said, well, that scene was pointless, did you watch the movie? Like, I don't understand. Like, he was trying to tell them, like, well, no, we got to get it out of here. Because that's Superman. He cares about life. Not a specific race, not a specific culture, not a specific country. He cares about life. And so, like, no, keep the squirrel scene. I would have been very frustrated if I found out, like, you cut a squirrel scene. All right.
Action sequences.
Okay. Man of Steel.
2025, for me personally, I don't actually have a whole lot on this. I have issues with some of it because I think some of the action sequences go a little too long. That's more of a pacing issue.
Some fights take for a long time.
They do. Yeah.
I'll say, you can't make that comment while we're talking about Man of Steel as well.
Oh, no. I was also going to add, having half of the movie in Man of Steel be the final battle is absurd.
Between, like, two immortals
Lord
who are
of the
knocking down
Rings.
buildings.
Yeah.
And, like, it's got that problem that a lot of the superhero movies run into where, like, oh, death laser, and everything's kind of grayish, and we can't distinguish who's who, really. Like,
yeah.
And they're moving at super speed.
There's so many problems I have with Man of Steel. The 78 or whatever, like, I mean, it's just dated.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No. It did its best for the time.
Yeah. And like that terrific scene alone, I think wins it. But also the fake out scene, right? Because like the interdimensional imp in the background, like, because legit, there were so many people who were like, "Oh, this has got to be
this
Brainiac," and like they were conjecture. That was James Gunn knows exactly what he's doing, man. He faked us out so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge like James Gunn fanboy, like, because each case has to be taken, case by case.
Yeah.
Right. You're. I'm not going to say everything he does is great because there were lots of problems with the third Guardians movie that I feel as well, but I think that based on some of the things that I had read recently, that some of those might be imposed by Marvel, right? Because studios sometimes they do that. But I think all in all, if you're just taking all the scenes and weighing them against each other, 2025 for me.
Yeah. Well, glad we agree on this. I just think James Gunn knows how to direct an interesting action scene.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder knows how to like kind of do scale and do a big, large scale something. And so I can give him that at least. Yeah. But like that doesn't make it interesting inherently.
Yeah. Because all the other stuff going into it makes it interesting, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I would much prefer like the Mr. Terrific scene. It's all confined to one small space.
And the thing I love about that fight, it's all from Lois Lane's point of view, right?
Yeah.
Like, she has no idea that he's terrific.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is her first exposure to this.
Yeah, and we get to see it from her eyes.
I feel like that's a bigger scene too, because it, and this might be me like reading way too much into it, but my whole perception of it is, you know, that dialogue she has with Superman about like, well, you can't just do whatever you want. You can't, you know, like, and he's like, well, people are going to die. Like, that's the perspective of someone with powers. Mm. And so I feel like she's being overcritical with him. So then the next person she meets with powers, she's getting to just see like, oh, that's just really how you guys are. So this like look of shock of
they're
like
of the cloth.
Yeah, yeah. but honestly, I think that's why there's a look of shock of like, so it's not just Clark. Like, you guys. You literally told me you weren't going to do this. The second he touched the beach, though, and them guys started pulling guns, he's like, well, we're doing this. And so it is. It's her realizing you guys legitimately have to do this because, like, if you don't, those guys are still going to have guns, right? Mm-hmm. And so I feel like that was a way bigger scene than just him being cool. Mm-hmm. Like, the awe that she had of, like, I'm in this world now face to face. This isn't me riding behind a desk, being safe.
She's not a spectator anymore.
She's now seeing it, so it's going to be... Actually, I respect what you do now. Like, if you need to go to that country, I understand. Like, there's people's lives that are at stake.
The stakes are much higher than she would have believed.
And so that was actually a really big scene for me. And I watched the movie twice. So there's a lot of, like, her demeanor shifts when she gets to spend time with Terrific. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think that's why the whole, like, I love you is a big deal at the end, because he said it, but she didn't get a chance to. Like, all of that is, you know, like, there's not going to be an interview like their first one. Mm-hmm. Like, the next one really legitimately is like, oh, I can actually support you as a reporter, because we both know you're doing the right thing. And so, but yeah, I feel like that was a way bigger scene.
That'll be an interesting interview, because I don't think that she was questioning because she didn't not support him.
I think she was being a bird.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't saying like anything like that. I was just saying there's a point where you get so hung up on being like, well, I have to do right by my job, that you forget like, well, he's trying to do right by his job too.
Yeah, you got to learn to set your
own biases aside. It's really easy to judge someone for how they do something when you don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Right. We do it all the time.
Yeah,
right? James Gunn, Zack Snyder, like we can crap on them all day long.
But like we haven't
been in more Superman movies than I did.
Yeah,
right.
And so that's why that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she was like doing anything wrong. Mm-hmm. It's just I guarantee you that second interview is going to be like, I understand now how serious is what you guys do. Like the city.
You think she'll come at it different?
Yeah, like she'll still ask questions that need to be asked, but she's going to be doing it from a point of like, oh, I actually have an opportunity to help you, right? Like look at Peter Parker. There wasn't someone at the Daily Bugle to help him. Like he took pictures, but there wasn't someone to help write articles. Imagine if he had someone like Lois Lane that's like, I'm going to ask the tough questions or whatever, but
Ben Urich.
Huh? What?
Ben Urich.
Okay, well, okay. But like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it was a really big scene because she's getting to see this world face to face.
And when she does do it again, like she can share that, like, hey, you know, based on this situation I was in, you know, I have a new perspective on it.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific's crazy. Like, yeah, she starts dating him. Like that's the whole takeaway.
That's the
like,
twist.
Yeah.
Did you vote already?
I voted. It's you two guys.
Which one?
Oh, you know where I stand.
2025.
Yeah, I'm going. I screamed out Man of Steel, but no.
That was just a waste of time.
There was some cool stuff. There was some fun. I really like when he tried to fly away, and they held him by his cape. He just goes and then gets. I thought that was really cool. There's some cool stuff, but yeah, 2025 gets the final vote.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, no diss on, I mean, some diss on Man of Steel, but 78, yeah, it was just dated. Like, nothing was wrong. It's just, like, imagine.
Yeah, we probably should have saved that one for a different time. You know, this
Yeah.
should just be a knockdown drag out between.
I mean, what's the action in 78? Like, he's saving people.
Catches
right?
the chopper.
He
right,
does
that's what I'm saying.
He does a lot of.
Yeah. Do we have a best flight? Because he could take that one. That's pretty cool.
It wasn't. It still. It
No,
looks so
you still
slow.
wouldn't?
It looks so slow.
I think he's got. I think he's got a. He's got a majesty
fast.
to his flying.
All right.
A grace to
So
it.
does Big
A
Bird,
grace.
I guess. Oh.
Script and pacing is up next.
Okay.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go first, man. Hit it.
I know you're just gonna say something bad about Man of Steel,
Hit it.
but
No, I'm not going to say anything about it.
so obviously it's 2025.
I'm turning a new leaf.
And the reason for this is literally Superman 2025 literally felt like a 3-episode arc of the Dwayne McDuffie Justice League. Like, no other superhero movie has felt like that because they tried too much to be a movie. This one felt like, oh yeah, this is, and what reminded me of it is we talked about in Power Rangers how, you know, the newer Power Ranger movie, they tried to make it, you know, a movie and it's not cheesy and not, but then it lost its soul with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Superman needs to have that comic book feel to it. And I think James Gunn actually did a better job with that. From now on, I think comic book movies need to actually think about that. Like, I understand you're trying to make a movie, but your source material, the pacing of it,
It's a story.
you have to ask yourself, would this also work on a page in a comic book world? And I think you could do a 1-to-1 Superman 2025 comic book and it still be like just as enjoyable. Man of Steel cannot do that. It'd be so boring. 1978, maybe you can do that, you know? But this movie, it did. It felt very good.
I feel like it's hard to judge the 78 one for the same reason, like, it's hard to go back and read, like, original Spider-Man comics. They're great. But there's so much inner conversation and dialogue. Like, things were just paced differently. Yeah, like, if you, like, look at a comic that came out today and then look at something that came out in the 1960s, right? And we're talking about Superman who's got to start in, 38?
Something like
Right?
that, yeah.
So
Fighting Nazis.
it's so hard because even in the 70s, like, movies were slower. Pacing was different, right? And so I feel like it's really hard to do a fair assessment on that one versus 2025. Like, we don't even have to get into Man of Steel because the pacing is all over the place.
Yeah.
They're trying to do too much with not enough time, or too much time and not enough actual content. Like, I don't know which direction you want to go there. I do think 2025, and I'm going to give that one my vote, just because I've already sworn that I'm going to vote straight across the board for that. But because of the different eras, and this is, you know, I feel like we could have probably had this conversation for every one of the categories, and probably still could. Maybe not music, but you know, it's so difficult because pacing is different, technology is different. Like, all these things play into it, right? And let's be real, like, since 78, we've gotten, you know, 40, 50 more years of good comic source material to pull from for Superman. And because you gotta think about it, the stuff that it seems like is being pulled from for this, like, that was mid-late 80s, I think, like, into the early 90s, like,
Not even
into
like,
the death of
super new
Superman,
stuff.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I was reading comics at that time. Like, I'm familiar with these.
All-Star was early 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, this Justice Gang, like, feels like the old Justice League International,
Yeah.
right? Where you've got, like, I'm looking forward to seeing some Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, like,
Dude.
but it seems like he's pulling from a time that was even after Donner 78, like,
Yeah.
and
He wants to pull from a bunch of stuff.
and legitimately earlier when I was like, man, I don't even know if we should, like, I don't even think that one should be in it. It should just be the two more recent ones, because it's I don't
So
think
different.
it's so different. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not losing, right? It's definitely beating Man of
beating
Steel
Man of
every
Steel.
time. Yeah. At the end of this, if we took out 2025, I think that the Donner one wins, right? But compared to 2025, I just don't think it's going to be able to.
Yeah.
It's just an updated version of the 78.
Yeah. It's because the 78 catches the essence through man,
Yeah.
and so this is a spiritual rebirth.
I really think Christopher Reeve would pass the baton off to David Corenswet and not even feel bad about it. He would just be like, "Hey, take care of the fans." You know, Henry Cavill would have been like, "Hey, I'm sorry I did that. You know, I'll stick to spy movies." You know, it's like, yeah,
You do that, bud.
yeah.
Well, we got 2 for 2025. What do you think?
You go 25?
I went first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it had the Dwayne McDuffie pacing and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to vote for 78, but no, I can't.
It's not because it's bad.
No,
Yeah, Don't feel bad about
it's
it.
just it was done better in this new version, I think.
it's just
with our 30-second attention spans.
And this is not like because the CGI is better, so it's a
No.
better script. No, like
No.
the script is better in this 2025 version. It flows better. The story is told a whole lot better. Like there was parts. We mentioned it. The whole Krypton part like was way too long in 78.
Man of Steel as well.
Yeah, Man of Steel also.
There's a lot of stuff that was way too long.
So there was
Man of Steel.
again the poetry like
Yeah.
that killed it. There was parts where it felt high and then it came down like just way low.
Yeah.
Where the gun version, like there was high parts and when it came down low, it didn't go as low. Did you vote already?
I didn't vote.
Okay.
I know how he's gonna vote though.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you don't.
I don't.
No. Because I'm not voting.
Oh.
I think all of these are poorly paced movies.
Okay.
Personally, I think they are all poorly paced.
Hey, don't be mean to him.
This is my first spicy take
Yeah,
of the
hey.
of the day.
Leave him alone.
I get 2, okay? And one of them isn't really that spicy. This is the spicier one. Okay. I
The
think
question is not, are they all great paced? The question is, which one paced it better?
if that
Best.
yeah, that is 2025, but it's still poorly enough paced that I don't want
The
to
question is, which one is better paced?
and I refuse to answer.
I think there's a point in both of those.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not mad at you.
I think the original, more than just like it's slowly paced, because I think that's fine. I like a lot of very slowly paced things. I think the first half specifically is slowly paced,
Yeah.
and then it gets extremely fast paced, where it's like, oh yeah, this is a Superman movie. We didn't get to Superman until an hour.
Oh yeah,
in.
he's fast.
We gotta we gotta speed run all of the Superman stuff
People want
now.
to see the
it was
costume.
48 minutes before we got to Superman.
Yeah.
So like, there's that for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I still do like the idea of splitting the movie into halves in the 2 hours. I just don't think it works super well.
Mm.
Like, I think Glass
Super
Onion is a
well?
really good. Yeah.
Say that again.
Say that again. Anyway, Man of Steel, similar problem, split in half,
Uh-huh.
but one of the half is
Just
just
the final battle.
is the third
God,
act.
yeah.
I have never seen a story ever before where the entire second half is the third act. That is terrible. I never want to watch Man of
Yeah.
Steel ever again.
Act 1 and then just Act 3. It's like, what was Act 2?
Don't need it.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't need it.
A really long conversation between him and Jarrell on the ship
I'm gonna
to where his
start,
whole
I'm gonna
demeanor
start
changes.
praying now that someday you meet a woman and marry, and her favorite movie, and it's her
man.
comfort watch is Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm going to pray the
No.
opposite.
Thank
No,
you.
man, join
Just
me.
to balance.
You'll counteract each
My
other.
prayers will battle his prayers.
Join the dark side.
There's an unforeseen battle going on over you,
Yeah.
tall being, and
We'll
it's
see.
it's
We'll
about
see.
your future wife.
We'll see who's holier then.
That's what it comes down to, right?
Now I have to find him somebody because I'm going to be like, you can't like Man of Steel.
Yeah, all that to say,
So,
I
AA.
think 2025 is also badly paced.
Yeah.
I think, for me, it just came down to it's extremely fast paced, which again, I don't have an issue with necessarily, but it feels like it's spending so much time on specifically action sequences. Like it's not the Phantom Zone, but it's basically the Phantom Zone. I keep calling it that in my head.
The
The
negative
pocket
zone.
dimension.
Yeah.
The whole sequence of him escaping there, I feel like goes on for like 5 minutes too long. Like, I know he's going to get out of here with Metamorpho and the baby.
Yeah.
I don't need to see all of this keep happening when I know this 5 minutes could be going to all of the Kent Farm stuff, which I feel like was really good, but needed a little bit more time to fully flesh stuff out. I could have
I'll agree with you there.
more time, like just normal conversations between
I
him
disagree with you not voting because the question is not are they all poorly paced or well paced. The question is which one is paced best.
In that case, it's 2025.
Write it down.
No.
Write it down.
I have the
Check the box. Whatever score you give it at the end, I'm adding one.
Fine, all right.
That's
all right.
your headcanon then.
That's mine. Yes. You don't get to be a coward.
You're gonna hate me when we get to music.
This is what happens when you get to be the bank in Monopoly. I make
Right.
the rule.
That was
That's
that
what I'm
was
saying.
me. That was me trying to take the high ground.
Oh.
Okay, next category.
Yeah, music. I'm combining soundtrack and score here, so
Okay.
licensed music and original
Okay,
stuff.
that makes it a little bit harder for me.
It doesn't for me. I can start if
But
you want.
Yeah, please do.
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Joe's just gonna cut you off, but
For the first
start.
gonna
Go ahead and try.
for the first time.
Hey, no, listen.
as
in this one,
as you cut him off.
to balance things out, you don't get to vote on this one.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm just kidding.
All right. For the first time, I'm giving the original movie a point.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Man, what a punk rock answer.
I know. Maybe that's the real punk rock.
Not voting. Or
Not voting. Maybe that's the real punk.
Maybe not voting is the real punk rock.
No, I'm actually agreeing.
Yeah. It's
2 points.
It's John Williams, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
The GOAT.
yeah. It's
They reused it.
yeah, that's what I'm like. That's an immediate negative point for the new one. Like
And even more negative for Man of Steel, right?
Man of Steel,
So-
I have to at least respect because I don't think the John Williams theme would have fit it. So
Yeah, because it's not Superman.
yeah, true. But like setting that aside for just a second, as a movie of its own, Man of Steel, what kind of score does it need? Hans Zimmer delivered the kind of score needed. Do I like that kind of score? Not necessarily, but it's Hans Zimmer, so like he went for it at the very least.
Yeah, you say wild things sometimes.
The new one felt like a combination of the two scores in a lot of
Bro,
ways.
you are crazy, man.
He is crazy.
I have music opinions.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's gonna marry a Man of Steel lover.
Just for the fun of the
It's
argument.
in the cards. Oh my goodness. Dude, and when
ahead.
your dad hangs out with you guys, it'd be wonderful.
So actually, Brendan Ralph.
Yeah. Dude, I rewatched. Okay, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
I
for that
really
one.
wanted to bring that movie into this, but we just couldn't do it.
No. Yeah, so all that said, new one feels like a combination of the two scores. It's like the Hans Zimmerification of the John Williams score.
We call that a Zimmeroo.
Yeah, it's been Zimmerooed.
That's right.
It's been zimmed up. I don't love the score, even using the John Williams theme. It feels very like epic trailer music version of the John Williams theme. The main bits that hit for me are like the Kent Farm stuff, which is mostly original music, and then like when the kid raises the flag, because interestingly, it does reuse the John Williams theme, but it's like split into two halves, right? The da 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 da.
Yeah.
It uses that the whole movie, but then the second half where it like pays off that build up, not used at all until he raises the flag in that scene, which I just think is a cool touch. And so for that, I'll give him like thumbs up on the score, but the John Williams one wins.
How many are we tracking thumbs ups?
You can track a thumbs up, yeah.
You gave that one a star. What's a star? What's the conversion rate?
2 thumbs up. A thumbs up and a sideways.
All right, so 78 gets a point for you.
78 gets a point from
You
me.
want to go next?
I can't vote.
Oh
one.
man, see
I know.
what you started?
Well, no.
You're welcome.
Listen, I can show you my notes.
Well,
Right.
well.
Proof that I was going to vote this way before we even came.
You could have put that on there.
Not available.
I just put it in it because I'm not going to vote. I like the music from all 3 movies.
Interesting. All three
Actually,
of
it's
them.
pronounced
okay.
nah.
And so, because I don't hate, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, the way I always judge it is like, if I hear it, can I identify the movie? You know, like, would I put it on a playlist? And all 3 movies fit the criteria. So,
Now, I thought you came out of this movie realizing that you could be hating more.
well, I don't hate the music. So that's the thing. Like, why would I hate more when it's like I don't hate it? And so, like, I do disagree with you. I do like a lot of the music from the new movie.
Okay, sorry. I think I said it wrong. I like the new score. I didn't
That's not what you said.
fall in love and adore it the
Okay.
amount that I kind of hoped.
Well, I did. I mean, it's been like in every day for me.
Take that, sucker.
But also, when Man of Steel came out, I replayed that music over and over. And then 78, I mean, it was so good that they used it for, you know, if he's in Lego games, if he's like, it's been reused so many times.
It is the Superman thing.
It's right up there with the
Star Wars.
Bruce Timm Batman from the animated show.
Oh, I was gonna say Danny Elfman Batman.
Well, that it's the
Oh, is it the
the
same
same
one?
one.
yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
uses
Oh,
it for
okay,
the.
okay.
That's what I was sorry. So I can either not vote or you can give one to each, but I like all 3. So it's like I can't
No, that's
pick.
against the rules.
Okay.
We can't give one to each. That's
Well, then I don't vote. I'm sorry. It's just I like all 3.
fine. We'll give a point to each one of them.
No, I'm letting you guys
Write it
choose.
down.
I'm letting you guys choose. Like I don't care.
So
All right.
point to
I
each.
chose two.
Point to each. Here's what I have to say about this
Here comes
category.
the spice.
God,
Here comes the spice.
Yeah.
Can you read my mind? Do you have ESP?
If you could read my mind.
So my pick is 78.
Wow.
good.
Slight note.
That wasn't spicy at all.
Since
Yeah.
this
No.
is music in general, I do want to say, unsurprisingly, 2025 had a great soundtrack. It's
Oh,
James
yeah.
Gunn. We should all expect.
Well,
that.
that's
He
what made
made
it hard
soundtracks
because
for all the characters on
Yeah.
Spotify, and I mean, it's really cool going on there and being like, oh
Figuring out who you vibe with.
yeah.
I'm a
that's
Lois
what
Lane.
made the category
We
hard.
all are.
Because I did like. I mean, he uses the music so well in all his movies, so that's why I had a hard time. But the fact that the John Williams score was reused, I have to give it to John Williams. I mean,
have to.
If
I
he's
have to.
nodding to the great, then we can nod to the great.
Yeah.
even with "Can You Read My Mind" in as part of the soundtrack,
Yeah.
I still go for that. Next one, last one.
Final one.
Final
Let's
one.
finish this off,
All right,
guys.
let's do it.
Nice and quick. Directing cinematography.
2025.
I'm just gonna go ahead and give it 2 points.
See you guys later.
Go ahead and give it 3 points.
So
get
directing
3 points.
and cinematography together,
Yeah.
yeah, then it has to be.
I mean, I kind of
2025.
already talked about it with pacing, but the fact that
That the scene he pointed out earlier, the terrific, that's from Lois Lane's point of view,
Yeah.
and all that means for the movie alone, I think, kind of
Proves.
seals this.
Yeah.
I just
You don't get anything like
Yeah,
that.
Donner did a great job directing the movie that he directed.
yeah.
But with all the little subtleties in the 25 that Gunn did, he wins for me.
Dude, it felt like watching the Justice League cartoon.
What
Like,
I love
and
is,
so I just like clearly and those were always my favorite
and you
stories
can
in
see that
media.
he's definitely influenced, right?
Yeah,
And what I love is that, like, when you watch his movies, he's got his own style. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of the reasons I love, what's his name that did Baby Driver?
Oh, Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, yeah. Edgar Wright, like, that's why I'm looking forward to Running Man, right?
Mhm.
That's Edgar Wright. Like,
Mhm.
you know that you're going to get something unique from him,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like, maybe this is a hot take, I feel like Marvel should be thanking him that the first Ant-Man was as good as it was, because I feel like that was, you can feel his,
see how much influence he had on that one. Yeah.
like he definitely, like, whatever he did before he left, like, was still there.
Yeah.
No matter what changes they made, and like, and at the end of the day, like, all that stuff is phenomenal. But like, you can look at this and be like, all right, this is not just another generic something. Like, so I know Snyder has his own style as well, but like,
yeah, he does.
there are several other directors who like do similar stuff. Like, I think of that Clash of the Titans movie, like where they're clearly trying to mimic what he does, right? I don't know if he's like giving birth to like this look or whatever, right? Same thing. What's the name that did the
Michael Bay.
Transformers? Yeah, Michael Bay, right? Like he's got his own thing.
Yeah.
And I love it when you can see their thumbprint on it, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting you bring that up about people like mimicking the Zack Snyder style, because I think specifically with this movie, it really felt like a lot of the time, and I mentioned this while we were watching it, it wanted to be Christopher Nolan's Superman. Like it's going for this really big, epic.
It was, and that's how it was marketed, because it was originally, before it became the Snyderverse, like people who were associated with the Nolan stuff were associated with the Man of Steel. And that's why I say they tricked us, because the trailers made it look like it was going to be a hopeful Superman. They made it a big deal of the fact that people that were involved with the Nolan stuff were involved with this. I think it's David Goyer wrote the script. Like it had a lot of connective tissue.
Yeah.
And then what we got was the rug pull out from under us, right? Yeah. What we got was not Superman.
We got tricked.
Because I think, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of, like, they were heavily involved for a while, and then for whatever reason got pulled out of it. Or they decided to abandon shit. Because, like, the way that even just the structure of the story is told.
I think what happened was Dwayne The Rock Johnson was like, stepped in.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's a lot of, like, Christopher Nolan's kind of
the
famous.
hierarchy of power.
That's right.
It's changing.
Yeah, like Nolan is famous for telling his stories out of order, like a lot of flashbacks and stuff. And it was real random moments when the flashbacks would happen in this movie. It felt like they knew.
Man of Steel?
Yeah. It felt like they wanted to do that thing without knowing
there
why.
There were no payoffs for it.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I worked at a truck stop once.
Yeah.
And then I left. And it's like,
this guy saw me on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oil rig? I've been on one.
Well, I think we've finished up. You want to tally the score?
It was a close one.
And
it was a close one.
Let's see the definitive best Superman.
All right. Christopher Reeve, 1978. 4 points.
Okay.
Sweet.
Hey, you earned them. You
very hard fought.
Henry Cavill, 2013. 3 points.
Okay.
We helped.
We did.
The Cause. Yeah. David Corenswet. 23 points.
23 points and
Close
the winner of the best Superman. Hey, we nailed it here.
Yeah.
The arguments can stop.
Yeah.
We've picked the favorite.
It's over. We know.
Yeah. Try to argue with us. Like,
science.
I mean, I don't like.
This is science.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're arguing with us, you're arguing with science. And that's just not possible.
We are science.
I am the science.
Yeah.
We're geniuses like Lex Luthor.
No, any person that disagrees with us, I'm just going to send it to Joe. And then whatever
He'll
he
take
says,
care of him.
I'll send that to them.
Yeah.
I will not respond because I don't care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whatever you tell me, I will send to them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because you won't respond to
I'll just send you my notes.
Yeah, so there's so much more we could say about all these movies, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So find us on the socials and give us your thoughts. We can keep talking about it too, because we can get in depth on like everything here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's recency bias, but I think we laid out some good facts.
I don't know if it is, because technically the last Superman movie I watched was 78.
That's when I watched Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's what I'm saying. I think we laid out some good facts here. So.
Critique it.
Yeah, 78 was fresh on my mind.
We would love to keep talking about it. If you want to talk about it, find us on the socials.
Yeah.
The Room Upstairs podcast. Next up is Fantastic Four battle, and then we'll do Conan at some point.
At some point.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. The Room Upstairs podcast.
We don't.
Stay punk rock.
Because that's fandom for you. You want to fire off real quick?
All right, listen. Okay, I said some of it, right? The Pa Kent seems to be encouraging him to be a villain, right? There's such a push in Man of Steel for realism, yet nobody reacts to anything like a real person would.
True.
Okay, Zack Snyder seems to believe action sequences and fight scenes are what make a good movie.
Yes.
And unfortunately, he's wrong. At what point do changes made to a character mean that character ceases to be that character, right? I think the comment that we got was like, one brought charisma One brought hope, right?
One brought rage.
There was no charisma. There was nothing coming off of Man of Steel.
He's just stoic for no reason.
Yeah, it's almost like he was angry to be there, right? And there's such an emphasis, like we see this with Batman, right? Because it happens with Batman all the time. Like there's such a desire to like deconstruct what it means to be a superhero, and I think specifically what it means to be Superman, because there's so many people who go like, well, he's the strongest superhero there is. Like, what more can you do? Like, how can you make that character interesting? Because he's so boring. And they want to deconstruct it, and they want to like figure out how to make it better or how to make it more appealing, which is why we end up with things like The Boys and why we end up with things like Invincible. And those things are wonderful, and I enjoy those interpretations. But the thing about Superman that brings people back over and over again is the fact that you don't have to deconstruct it, because he is a pinnacle of hope. Like when I say he saved me as a kid,
He did.
right, is legitimately like he pointed me forward to Christ. The reason I became a Christian, like, he is basically based on the Messiah, right? He's created by a couple Jewish dudes in the 1930s. He is sent from another planet. He is adopted by earthly people, and he is a beacon of light and hope to the world. Sorry.
No, you don't apologize. You haven't said anything wrong yet. Like,
I appreciate that James Gunn understands the essence of what Superman is and presented that to us. I am happy and confident that we'll get more good, because he's got to sign off on things. I think that hopefully this will force Marvel to raise the bar, because there was a time like before the end of Endgame, I thought Marvel did a great job. Even some of their duds, like I still kind of enjoyed, right? Like Thor: Dark World, like I don't want to watch it a whole bunch, but like them getting to revisit it later. Kind of gave us some good pathos to deal with, right? Like,
I got a hot take about that.
Yeah. But there's just, I agree with Hayden. Like, I don't think there is superhero fatigue. I think the fatigue we're getting is piss poor storytelling.
Yeah.
There's just a reality that, and I think we've spiraled in this direction within the last 10 years. Like, people enjoy hating on crap. Like,
and I don't like that.
And it's why like let's be real, like the Star Wars community is awful.
They hate each other.
They do hate each other,
I
and
hate
like
Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
And I think that's one of the reasons that this movie was so connected with people so much, because you come out going like, man, I don't want to keep being hateful.
Yeah.
Like, and I really do hope that it stirs that, and it stirs a conversation towards that. I think, and this is why I mentioned it, and like mentioned Superman saved me, and like it pointed me to Christ, like. Because if hope is what you're looking for, like that's where you find it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I was talking to my wife about Man of Steel. I was like, the thing that is funny about the Man of Steel is like they miss the core of it, the essence of it. Like, there are a lot of things that do that now, where they want to present. Like, there's lots of these churches and stuff that like are trying to culturally be relevant, but cultural relevance is never going to apply to the gospel, because the gospel is defies reason. The gospel defies cultural lines. It defies ethnic lines. Like, it's something that speaks to our souls, because our souls were created by God, right? Like, and if anything is going to know us on a deep, intimate level, it's going to be God. And
then right underneath that is Superman.
Right underneath that, yeah. In the image of Christ comes.
So I'm just trying to like, you're good. I'm fine with you preaching. It was funny that it's like. It started off as a Man of Steel rant, and he's like, actually, I'm going to preach, and that's fine. Like, he's like, I don't want to hate. People like hate. I don't like that. And it's like, dude,
I hate hate.
Just do a mega cut of all the crap you said about Man of Steel, and then end it with, I don't want to hate. People like hate too much, and it's like, yeah, Joe.
No,
but no, I agree with
it. End it with me just like looking at the camera, zoom in. I hate hate.